smile. Still wanna try, still believe in good days.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl JJ and I am back with another video. So y'all, I'm coming at y'all with another story time, but before we get into the story time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so y'all, I don't know what I'm gonna title this at all completely, but I'm gonna tell y'all the story about how me and my I don't even know what the title is. So basically, me and my boyfriend was doing our thing and it was somebody watching us, a squatter. I don't know, y'all, but let's get into the story. So y'all, this story takes place back in 2015, and this is when I was dating Psycho. So y'all know the story behind Psycho. I met him on Instagram. You know, he was trying to talk to me for a minute, but I was just like, you know, like, I'm cool. I don't like to talk to people off the internet because they always be weird. So I finally just ended up giving him a chance, and then, you know, we were dating. But I lived in the Bay and he lived in LA. So, you know, I would always come see him, but eventually I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna just move out here. So that's just like the little, you feel me, the history between us. So this was in the beginning, y'all. This was probably like our third date. And he was a scammer on Instagram. Like, y'all, he was one of them dudes that stayed in a foreign car. From what I can see, he was getting money. So, y'all, it was just one day he was just like, you know, like, I want to take you out. Let's go out. Let's go do something. Because, y'all, one thing about Psycho liked to take me out and do things with me. Like, he just wanted me to just ride around with him. Like, that was just his thing to do. And I would just be happy as I don't know what. Just riding around with that man. Like, yep, just sitting there smiling from ear to ear. It's like, y'all, when he would ride around the hood, like, he would be so proud to have me because I looked good. Yeah. His homies would be like, who is that? And he'd be like, oh, that's my, you feel me? That's my girl. Like, y'all, he was so proud to have me in his car. Like, I seen some of the exes, and yeah, I know that I was the best looking one because I seen the type of girls that he had before me. Because, of course, I did my Instagram stalking, so I went through picture after picture after picture. So yeah, I was like, okay, all right, like, they is proud to have me in his front seat. So y'all, I really was feeling like that girl. Like, I really used to just love riding around with him because I used to just be like, he's so proud to have me. Oh my god. Like, then he got me in the hood with him while he politicking. Like, he a real one. Like, he really a real one. Y'all, this is the foolish things that I was thinking in my head. Like, y'all, that I thank God I don't have that mindset no more. Like, I really thank God, like, I am not, this is younger me. This was younger, young me. And sometimes I'll have Kamaya with me too. She was like 3 years old at this time. So, y'all, he was basically saying he wanted to take me out and, you know, like, to be ready around this time. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I had my auntie watch Kamaya, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be gone, like, for, you know, the rest of the day and the night. I'm gonna come back tomorrow because he wanted me to spend the night with him. So in the beginning, he made it seem like he was staying in his house that his mama was renting, but she moved out of it and it was like his. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you got your own little crib basically. So y'all, I'm over there like happy as I don't know what, because I'm just like, oh my god, like, mind you, I had just got out of a relationship, so I really was just like, I just got me a good one. Like, oh my god. So I get myself together, y'all. I put on my cute little outfit. Of course, I had some heels on, y'all. I was looking good, and I called him up like, I'm ready. So we ended up going out to eat, and then we just like rode around. Like, he would just like make his plays, and I would be like right there with him to go pick up money, and you feel me, to go slide his little cards. So we having a good day, y'all. I'm texting my sister like, girl, oh my god, he really get money, and like, this the one. Like, this is the one. Mind you, he treated me so good. Like, y'all, he would just be, it was just too good to be true. For real, it was just too good to be true. And even though in the back of my head I knew it was too good to be true, I still was just like, nope, this is the one. And he was just like, I just need to go kick it in the hood real quick to go do some hood politics, and like, you could come with me, you feel me, like, if you don't mind sitting in the car. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, y'all, I did not care. As long as I had my phone, I could talk on the phone with my sister, or I could be on Instagram, or I could do whatever, be on Facebook, whatever. I did not care. I'm like, that's fine with me. Like, baby, just take me with you, please. So we sitting in front of a laundromat. Like, I will never forget. Like, we really just sitting in front of a laundromat, and he just like hopping out, talking to people, pulling up on people, you know, saying what's up to people. And I'm just like sitting there just happy, y'all, like so happy. So we ended up leaving there, going to go get some more food, and then we head to his house. And it's crazy because on our way there, like, I don't know, y'all, like, I feel like before something is gonna happen, a lot of stuff be happening, but you just like disregard them signs. Like, you really just don't even be paying attention to the signs, because it'd be like, what signs? Like, I can't see, I'm blind. So yeah, so we head to the house. Like, I get in there, you know, it mind you, the house didn't look bad. Like, it was like a little bit of stuff in there, but it didn't look bad. And the way that we went, it was like, you know, you first walk through the door, and then it was like the living room, a bedroom, and then you go down the hall, and it was another bedroom. So we end up going into the second bedroom. So we go in there, you know, like, we eating our food, we just like chilling. It was no TV in there, so we didn't have no TV on, but we just like talking and stuff, and we just like chilling. This is when he seemed so normal, y'all. He seemed so normal. That's what scares me. That is what scares me about crazy people. They seem normal. How y'all walk around looking normal? Like, I feel like it should be a sign on top of their head that say, I'm crazy, run. Because, come on now. So, y'all, we talking about deep stuff. Like, he really could hold a conversation. Like, that's one thing I look at before I date somebody, is somebody that can hold a conversation that seems like, you know, like we're on the same level when it come down to having a deep conversation. So, y'all, we just like talking about everything. And he just like, yeah, like, one day I want some kids. And I'm just like, okay, cool. You feel me? Because I want another baby. And, you know, we talking about marriage. He like, yeah, I want to be married and all this. He was like, I'm getting older. Mind you, he was a little bit younger than me. Like, probably by like 3 years. That's it. Like, not too younger. So I'm just like, okay, like, he young, but he got his mind on right. Like, his head is there. Like, baby, why you single? That's what I'm thinking in my head. Like, whoever let him go, he's mine now. Like, girl, you not getting him back. I'm about to show out on that tonight. So, you feel me? We start doing our thing. You feel me? I'm doing all my best tricks. Don't play with me. I'm ha. You feel me? 2 hands with it. No hands with it. Throat with it. Like, yo, I'm doing my best tricks. So, and we're going at it. Like, we are going at it. So we just like just laid up just talking. Like, we just was talking. Like, y'all understand, when I meet somebody and we can have a conversation, like, I just can't stop talking to you. Like, I want to know everything. Like, I want to know why your cousin got her kids taken away and never got them back. Or what, like, I want to know everything. Like, why your sister still bald headed with 1 scoop of hair. Like, y'all, I want to know everything. Like, I just do, you know, like, I'm just nosy as fuck, and I just want to listen to you talk. So, you know, we end up falling asleep. Then the next morning come, we get ourselves together, we go out again, we go to breakfast, we go to a nice little restaurant, we had us some breakfast. So, y'all, I'm really feeling this man. I'm just like, oh my God, God don't be playing when it come down to me, okay? Like, he gonna make sure if one dude do me wrong, he gonna send me, you feel me, a angel from the heavens above. That's what I'm thinking. So we ended up, he ended up dropping me off at home, and I went back home, and then, you know, I'm just telling my sister, like, everything that happened. My auntie asked me, like, yeah, girl, how was your day? Like, how was your night? And I'm just telling her, like, girl, I had fun. Like, this is the one, right? So the day go by, he just hit me up, and he just like, I want you to come spend the night again. Like, I miss you. And that's the thing, y'all. He would literally, only thing I didn't like about him is, like, sometimes at nighttime he would go missing. He would go missing sometimes at nighttime, so I would be like low-key irritated with him. So when he did hit me up, like, I want to see you again, like, I miss you, like, come back and spend the night, I'm like, oh yes, like, oh, okay, baby, I'm coming. So I told my auntie again, like, girl, can you watch Kamaya? And she like, yeah, I don't mind, you know. So I packed my stuff up, I hit him up, I'm like, baby, I'm ready. So, y'all, of course, he had me waiting for a long time, but eventually he came to pick me up, and he was just like, babe, like, are you hungry? Like, you want to get something to eat before we head back to the crib? Like, what you want to do? And I basically just told him, like, you feel me? Like, I ate already. We ain't got to get no food, but you feel me? Let's get, like, something to drink. Like, y'all, I didn't drink, but I would want, like, a wine cooler, and that would be good enough for me. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, the wine cooler's got, like, 2% alcohol. Like, I just want to look grown, pretty much. So he's just like, okay, cool, like, we're gonna go get us something. So he go to the store, he get like some little wine coolers. So then he come back to the car, and I'm just like, oh yeah, like yo, I'm over there happy, like, oh yes, we about to get faded, and you feel me, he about to beat this thing up. So we get back to the house. Mind you, this time it's dark, so it's like super dark in the house, to where like when he led me in the house, like with his flashlight on his phone. And I wasn't tripping, because I'm just like, okay, whatever, you feel me, like you trying to make this mysterious. I like that. So I wasn't even really tripping, y'all, even though that was a red flag. Like, why you didn't turn the lights on? Like, just yesterday the lights was on. Why the lights ain't on today? So y'all, I'm just like going with the flow. I'm not even that type of person. Like, if it's something new out of the ordinary, baby, I'm just gonna go through the flow, go with the flow. I'm not gonna ask no questions, and that's my problem. I don't be asking no questions. So we get in the room and we sit down, and he just got his phone like flipped up to where the flashlight is on. So I'm looking and I'm thinking, but I'm just like, you feel me, like what if the lights got cut off? What if, you feel me, one of the cars was bad and he wasn't able to, you feel me, swipe that thing for the electricity? Like, that's just what I'm thinking. So I'm like, I'm not gonna ask no questions, because I feel like when you insert yourself in people's business, that's when they try to, you feel me, ask you for help. So I said, you know what, I'm not gonna ask him nothing, because baby, I don't got no money for your electric bill. No. So we just like talking and stuff, and I'm asking him like what he was doing that day. He was telling me like, you feel me, I was just in the hood politicking, and you feel me, we had a hood meeting and all this shit. So I'm just like, oh, okay. Mind you, this is like my second real gangbanger that I was messing with. Like, so you feel me, I'm just like listening to him like, oh, okay. And he just like basically telling me what happened. Mind you, he would be telling me everybody's business, so y'all, I would know everybody's business in the hood. And so yeah, so I just told him like, oh, okay, like I was just like chilling in the house, you feel me and my baby, just, you feel me, just like chilling. So we end up, you feel me, drinking our little drinky drinks. Of course I drank 2 of them things, because baby, them things taste like juice. So I'm sitting there just like drinking and having a good little time. And so we ended up talking about like us moving together. Like, that was brought up, because he was just like, I want to move to Sherman Oaks. I don't know why he wanted to move to Sherman Oaks so bad, but he just kept saying like he wanted to move to Sherman Oaks. Like, we should just get us a place together. Mind you, when I moved from LA, I moved to my grandpa's house. So that didn't sound too bad. Like, that didn't sound too bad at all, because my room is the damn den / laundry room. So hell yeah, I want to move to Sherman Oaks. That don't sound too bad. And he just was like, yeah, the valley this, the valley that. I don't know what it is about people from LA, and they just be the valley. Stop. Anyways, so he was just like, yeah, like we should get us a place together, like that'd be cool, like I'll pay the bills and I'll pay everything, like you don't have to do nothing, like you feel me, you just walk around the house looking pretty. Like, that was his thing, like you feel me, you just walk around looking cute. And I'm thinking to myself like, baby, what? That ain't finna be something that I could do all the time, because I mean, I'm human. So I'm just like, okay, like that don't sound too bad. Mind you, I'm over, my heart is like beating fast, because I'm just like, oh my god, like, and he really messed with me. Like, you really, you feel me, you fucked up about me. We just like talking about everything. So I'm just thinking to myself like, damn, I'm really, you feel me, I ain't even been in my grandpa's house that long, and this man already just trying to, you feel me, like move me out the hood and move me to the valley. Like, baby, I'm about to show out on that tonight. So we drinking, you feel me, we about to get it popping. So then we go into the shower, because it was the bathroom and the shower like in that room. So we go in there, y'all. Mind you, it was a candle in there, so he just like lit the candle. So you know, that was the light, like that was cool enough for me. Like, y'all, I'm like, it's so like, it was so romantic to me. Like, I'm really just like, oh my god, this man is so romantic. Mind you, I'm not, you feel me, I'm not thinking anything. I'm just thinking like, okay, maybe he couldn't pay his electric bill. Like, that's all that was on my mind. I'm like, okay, maybe he, you feel me, his shit got cut off and he gonna pay it tomorrow, or maybe his cars wasn't working or something. Like, y'all, that's just what I'm thinking. So we get in the shower, I'm washing him up, because y'all, I'm a real woman, okay? So I'm like washing him up and stuff, and we just like all just close up on each other. He washing my back, and y'all, like, we really just was like having like one of those showers where it's just like steamy and hot, and you just like with your man, you feel me? And we got it popping up in there too. Like, yeah, we got it popping up in there. We sure did. We did our thing. And so you feel me, we ended up getting out the shower, and then We go back up into the room, and you know, I'm just like sitting in my towel. He spark up his little blunt, so he's smoking his blunt. Mind you, it's a little light coming from the bathroom from the candle, so the light that's coming in is like a little bit, which was not, the whole room wasn't bright, but you could see like a little bit like towards, you know, like the bathroom. It was like just a little bit of light. And we just like vibing, like, y'all, we just like having a great time, just like talking about everything. I'm really just like, oh my God, like I could really see myself with this man. Like, this is a good man. Like, he's young, but he got his head on right. Like, y'all don't understand why I just really kept thinking like this man really is gonna be like one of them ones. Like, yeah, I could see myself giving this man a baby and getting married to him. Like, and he could use his little cards to swipe my dress and stuff. Cause y'all, I had a man now, you feel me, they used to swipe them cards. So I'm like, I remember that life. Like, I remember just sliding them cards, getting whatever I wanted. So I'm just like, oh yeah, like, we gonna have us a nice little wedding. I'm like, y'all, I'm over here planning our whole future in my head. Foolish, just damn foolish. So y'all, we ended up leaving. Mind you, whenever we went in and out the door, I didn't see him with a key. So, I mean, of course, I'm not really paying attention like that because I was like in my phone, like texting my sister. So I wasn't really paying attention. But I don't think he was using the key to get in and out the house. I don't know, y'all. Like, I wasn't really paying attention. So we leave out. We go back to the store to get us some more drink. Them wine coolers was hitting. So we go get some more wine coolers. And then we ended up going back to the house. And y'all know how y'all could just like feel like, I don't know if y'all ever been in situations where you can feel like something is about to happen. Like something, you know, like something is about to happen, but you don't know exactly what. You can't put your finger on exactly what's about to happen, but you can feel it. When I was there, I low-key like felt like we weren't alone. Like, that's how I felt. But I'm just thinking like, okay, I'm also paranoid as hell. So I'm just thinking like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm just being a little bit paranoid. You know, like he said he lived, you feel me? He here by himself. Nobody stay here. So I'm just like, okay. So while we going ham, I just, so like a lot of the times I'll be feeling like my eyes be closed, and plus it was already dark. So it's like, I felt like, I don't know, like I don't even know how to explain it, y'all. All I know is he's on top and I'm laying down, and for some reason I like look over to the side. Mind you, the door was open. We never closed the door at all. The door stayed open. So I look to the side and I could see a shadow of a man. Y'all, when I tell you I almost lost my shit, and I was like, psycho, get your blick, like get your, you feel me, get your hammer, like get your shit. I'm like, somebody's in here. And he was like, what the fuck? So y'all, he grabbed his jeans, he grabbed his gun, he like, nigga, get the fuck up out of it. Mind you, the man is just standing there, not moving, like completely standing there. And I'm like, what the fuck? I cut on the flashlight on my phone because I'm like, oh hell no, like what the fuck? Like, y'all, I don't know how to explain it. Like, y'all, I was so terrified. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, can you imagine like really just getting it in with your man? You look and there's somebody just standing there. Mind you, the man did not move. Like, he didn't run, he didn't budge, he didn't do anything. He just stood there. So when I put the flashlight on him, he ran. And when he ran, Psycho chased after him with his hammer. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? So I'm sitting there scared as hell, y'all. Like, now at this point, I'm flashing the phone around the whole room because I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, we was just here. I was just asleep here yesterday. Like, what if this man was in here yesterday, like watching? Like, what if he would have like pulled me by my braids and got me? Like, y'all, I'm sitting here thinking like the craziest shit. Like, I'm thinking about Hills Have Eyes. I'm thinking about like the craziest. And mind you, I'm still scared of monsters. Yes, I'm not afraid to say it. I am still afraid of monsters. So I'm just thinking like, oh my God, like what if it will? Like, y'all, I'm sitting there panicking. So Psycho comes back in the house and he was like, man, what the fuck? He's like mad. Like, he is so mad. But I'm like, thank God this man had a, you feel me? Because what we was gonna do, jump him? So he was like, like, hell no. And I'm like, I don't want to be here. I'm like, Psycho, I don't want to be here. Like, I can't be here. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to go to sleep. I'm like, let's get a room, please. Like, let's get a room or let's go back to my grandpa's house. I say, either way it go, I can't stay here. I can't. I'm like, it's just that's too much. I'm like, we just was here the night before and I was sleeping here. Like, what if this man was in here then? So he just like, no, we good. Like, we good. Got my hammer. Like, we good. Like, I doubt if he come back. I'm like, no. I'm not staying here. You got to get me up out of here, or I'm going to call my sister and I'm going to leave and I'm going to go to my grandma's house because I can't stay here. Like, that was too much. So I'm looking on my phone already, like looking for rooms, because I'm like, at this point, baby, I got some money for a room. Like, them cars ain't sliding, baby. I got some money for a room. So I'm looking for rooms. I'm like, oh my God, like, hell no. I'm looking for any room. Like, y'all, I didn't even care if it was a cheap room with roaches. Baby, scoot them roaches over and add me onto that bed, because I did not care. I was really willing to share a room with roaches than to be in that house where somebody was in there watching us get down. Like, yeah. So I ended up finding a room, and I'm like, whoo, I'm about to book this. Like, I told him, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to book this. Like, I'm not staying here. I said, we can, you feel me? You can either stay here, or I'm gonna have my sister get me. Either way I go, I have to go. So I ended up booking a room, and he was just like, all right, you know, like, let's go. So I grabbed my stuff. I didn't care what I didn't grab. I grabbed what I could. I'm like, let's go. So, y'all, I'm so scary. So he walking out with his thing. Y'all, I got my back against his back. And I'm like, damn. My arm is locked on his. And I'm like this. Like, y'all, I'm scared. I'm like, I'm not walking with my back turned, because I've seen too many movies and I'm good. Like, I'm not walking with my back turned at all. So I've got my back up against his, and we just like walking. Like, y'all, I'm walking backwards like this, because I'm like, nobody about to jump out and grab me. Like, y'all, I was thinking the craziest things. I'm just like, oh my God, I could have been a victim of a kidnapping. And like, y'all, I was terrified. I'm surprised I didn't start crying. I feel like in moments where something happened, I don't cry until after I sat and thought about it, and I just be like, ugh. So y'all, I'm just like, oh my God. So we make it to the car. I jump in the car so goddamn fast, put my seatbelt on, like shit. I damn near wanted to jump in the driver's side. I didn't know how to drive at this time, so yeah. But y'all, I wanted to jump in the damn driver's side, pull that fucking shit back, whatever, however the fuck you work the goddamn car. I wanted to just speed the hell off. Like, y'all, it was just too much. So we just like talking about it. I called my sister. I'm like, bitch, it was a man watching me in Psycho while we was doing the do, and he didn't even leave when we said something to him. I'm like, he just was standing there watching us. I'm like, Psycho had to really like chase him down for this man to leave. I'm like, I put my flashlight on him, and that's when he ran off. I'm like, and y'all, the man looked crazy as hell. He looked crazy. I didn't even tell y'all what he looked like. He looked crazy. He for sure was off drugs and was homeless. Like, he looked crazy as hell. Like, all this was just like nappy and dirty. Like, he looked dirty. Hair was all matted up. Like, his clothes was dirty. Like, y'all, he looked crazy and deranged. And y'all don't, whew, Lord, giving me chills. Y'all don't understand. I really was just like, I am never, ever, ever, ever spending the night at a man's house. I'm never, ever, ever going anywhere where I can't see inside the house. Like, y'all, I'm sitting there just like thinking like, what could have happened? So I'm just like telling Simone, like, girl. So I'm just telling her, she like, oh my God, like, that's crazy. And she was just like, okay, so where y'all going? Like, where y'all going now? And I told her, I'm like, I booked the room because I had to, you feel me? Like, we had to go. Like, that was just too much. I'm like, I wasn't staying there. And she was just like, yeah, girl, I wouldn't have stayed there either. Like, hell no. I'm like, I'm surprised you didn't run outside. She was like, I'm surprised you didn't like call me to come get you. I'm like, girl, right, that was on the list. Like, I was gonna call you to tell you to come pick me up, because he was making it seem like it was still good, we could stay there. Like, no, unless you about to go hunt that man down, baby, I'm not staying in his crib. So we arrived to the room. I go in there, I check in. I know that I was probably like visibly just like shaky. Like, y'all, I know that I was like probably being weird as hell checking into that hotel, to where they was looking at me like, ma'am, are you okay? And in my mind, I'm just like, I am not okay. Like, this was some freaky shit. Like, this was crazy. So I get the key. I go back to the car. I'm just like, come on, let's go. So I grab my stuff. We head to the room. We go in the room, and I'm just like, y'all, for a minute, I was just like sitting there, like scared as hell, like completely just terrified. Because I'm like, hell no. Like, did this really just happen? And so we just like talking about it. He was like, I would have that nigga if I had to. And I'm just like, man, I was so scared, y'all. Feeling a little buzz off my 2% alcohol, you feel me, wine cooler. So I feel like everything was just like intense, and it happened so fast. Y'all, the next day, I just wanted to go. Like, I did not want to stay. I just wanted to go where I knew I was safe at. I was like, hell no, like, I'm cool. I don't even want to the point where, y'all, I didn't go. If me and him wasn't at a room, I did not go to no house, no nothing. But he ended up telling me that like a week later the guy was back in the house and that the man was squatting. He was like, I actually went there and was like looking around. He was like, because I never would like look around because I would always be in the hood, you feel me, like politicking during the day a lot. So he was like, I went back during the day. He was like, and I found like a lamp. He was like food wrappers and shit. Like, he was like dirty clothes. He was like, I found like a whole cans. He was like, I was actually looking in the backyard. I'm like, so you mean to tell me, like, do you even be here? Like, was this even your crib? Like, did your mama really leave you this place? Come to find out, his mama did not leave him that place, y'all. His mama literally left that house, like, I want to say a good 3 weeks prior before I ever had spent the night there. And they got evicted. Don't know why the house was still empty, but yeah, they got evicted. And he was just like going there squatting his damn self. So him and the squatter man that was there, they both were squatting because it wasn't even his crib. So, and then of course I found out this later on, y'all, because Psycho was a liar. Psycho lied about everything. So when stuff started really just, you feel me, coming from the back of my mind to the front, when I actually started using my brain, I'm just like, wow, this man lied about, he lied about anything. So, I mean, honestly, he probably could have knew the damn squatter man. He probably knew him. Now that I think about it, y'all, he probably did know that man. As much as he lied, that could have been his crackhead uncle that he was squatting the crib with. Y'all, and mind you, his mama was going, this is what I didn't like. His mama was going along with it. His mama made it seem like that was his house too, because when he would call his mama, it would be on Bluetooth. So he called his mama while we was out, and she was just like, oh, you gonna go back to the house tonight? Because I guess his mom had moved out, but she didn't let him come to the new house. So the mom didn't let him come to the new house because I guess him and her boyfriend, well, Psycho and her boyfriend would get into it a lot. So she was just like, I can't, like, he turns up, he acts crazy. This is what I found out later on, y'all. I found this out later. So basically, Psycho would turn up and like start acting crazy and pull out his blick like all the time on the boyfriend. Mind you, they were older. So the mama was just like, I can't deal with that. Like, I can't deal with you trying to scare off every boyfriend that I have. You feel me? So I guess she left the house. She moved, but she moved somewhere where Psycho couldn't go. So at this time, he didn't have nowhere to go. And of course, I did not know none of this because he was a liar. He lied about every damn thing. But yeah, she would just be like, oh, you going to the house tonight? And you feel me? Like, don't forget to do this, this, and that. And like, she was going along with it like as if this man really, like, she really left the house for him. That's why I don't be trusting y'all mamas. No. And I don't be liking y'all mamas. No. Because them mamas be, you feel me, sitting there breastfeeding their sons still at grown ages, obviously, because what be up with y'all mamas? Like, I want to know. But yeah, that was like literally the most craziest thing that I can honestly say. One of the craziest things that I can honestly say that happened while I was spending the night at somebody's, I don't even know what you want to call it. That wasn't even his house no more. But yeah, y'all, that is the ending of this story time. I hope y'all like this story time. I know it was super quick, but yeah, it wasn't much in this story to tell. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. All right, y'all. Bye.